Oh man. So hello everyone. It's Stibe again here, and this time we have the other meta game of the month, being the highest stat meta. And by the way, as you might be able to hear, hopefully at least, I have a new microphone. I hope it's better than my previous one. I haven't tested this, but yeah, hopefully it is better. It's at least it is €5 more expensive, so let's hope that the price guarantees the quality. Anyways, what is highest stat meta? I told in the end of the last episode, but well, yeah, it is basically, well, you can read here. This again from the Smogon website. Uh, Particular metagame which tries to limit players' team options in a fun way. Just like Monotype, it sets an additional rule to team building. All Pokémon on a team must share the same highest stat. And for example, all of Excadrill, Tyranitar, and Garchomp have attack as their highest stat, so they may be used together. And the rules basically. This is standard OU, so only the team building is like which gets the restrictions. This is like there's no speciality in mechanics or gameplay itself. Uh, all Pokemon on team must have the same stat as their highest one. So in HP, Blissey is a viable option. Hippowdon in defense, and Claydol in special defense. And if Pokemon has many stats as the highest one, they all can be used. For example, Venusaur and Jirachi and and all these guys can be used in all teams. But the interesting part, what about Mega Evolutions? Mega Evolutions are usable based on their base forms. So Mega Charizard Y is usable on special attack, as well as Mega Charizard X. And for example, Altaria, that has, I believe, attack, defense, and special attack as its highest stats, can only be used in special defense because it is the best stat of regular Altaria. I'm going to apologize already if my breath is going to or you can hear my breath. This is the first time I use this mic, so if it sounds, I'm going to try to fix it for the next episode. It's just that I can hear it myself, so it's a bit weird. And I hope it's not too disturbing. Anyway, I'm going to do 3 episodes of highest stat meta, because I have a team for every stat. I'm going to do HP and attack in this episode, maybe 2 battles for each, and I'm going to show my team first. There's high stat HP. Azumarill is my first one, and as you can see, it has HP as its highest. The same goes for Diggersby, by the way. Both huge powers are eligible for highest stat meta HP or HP teams. I have basic Belly Drum set with Aquajet, Player and Knuckle. I have Entei, and yeah, it's a bit surprising, but Entei has HP and attack as its highest stats, and I guess it's one of the best attackers in this tier. I have also HP Ice in it, just in case. And yeah, I have, I don't know, this is a bit weird, but I have Adamant Nature with 4 special attack. Do I have any real reason to do that? I mean, I can just as well make it naughty. I have Mandibus with Epoch Taunt, Knockoff, and Roost. Defensive one. I have Chansey with Toxic, Stealth Rock, and stuff. I have Alamomola, and I have another OU team where I have Chansey and Alamomola, and they create a very solid defensive core. I like that. I have Toxic Waterfall with Protect, and I have Glalie as my other more offensive Pokemon. Why do I have the same thing in here as well? I don't really understand. Maybe I should put the 4 in here. Actually, what I could do is just is it like this? Yep. So I can see the actual stats of a Mega Glalie. Okay, so let's see a couple of battles. Okay, this is why NJ has Adamant. Okay, now I get it. Oh, I didn't remember I actually tried it out already, but I remember it's been a while since I played with this team last time. But let's see. Actually, now that I'm waiting, I could show you what Pokemon you can use in HP. Well, basically, of course, Celebi and all these guys can be used in any. Chansey, of course, I have Chansey. When you start looking at it, it's actually surprisingly hard to find any. This is much harder, the team building, as it sounds. We have, of course, Cherokee. Mew. Actually, yeah, Clefable is one. I just remembered. I just didn't notice that none of the. I guess those were the ones that are available from OU. In Borderlands we have Diggersby, Victini, in UU we have at least Blissey and Snorlax and Entei. Not quite Mama's one though. We have Mandibus, of course. Shamin, Snorlax, as I said, and Vaporeon. So in HP team there are actually not that many Pokemon that you can use. But yeah, I'm going to wait until we get a match. Alright, so here we have our first match, and I think that we could just lead up with Mandibus and put something toxic something, but he leads up with his Mew, so let's just knock it off. We don't want to get a synchronized toxic, and that's good because it taunts us. What could we switch into? Chansey is a pretty. I mean, Mew most likely has some kind of recovery, so whatever. We can go into Chansey and try. Oh man, he knocked us off. It's a bit unfortunate, but I think what we can do is just fire off a seismic toss on the taunt. Yep, and it doesn't do that much though. It's about a quarter. It's most likely max HP. So oh, that was a bit unfortunate that he knocked us off. What can we do? We actually, I really don't see him being able to do too much to our Glalie. So yeah, I can switch into that and Mega Evolve and just fire off a double edge. He really has no switch into it unless Weavile is considered the one, but definitely it is not. It does nice amount of damage and it oh we missed that. We dodged the Willow. That's amazing. And now Ice Shard is about. I mean, do we have any reason? I mean, we outspeed anyways, don't we? So we can just proceed to double edge. And he is yeah. We don't outspeed, I don't think so. So if double edge did 70%, I will not be able to KO with Aisha. What's his best move to hit us? Though it, I'm pretty sure he can take us out. We have Alamamole. We don't mind too much for losing our item. Yeah, he had low kick and it's his life up, so we can basically just we want toxic or waterfall. If he switches into Mew, I mean we actually might KO with waterfall. I'm honestly thinking that he's going to switch into Celebi or even Superior, but I think Toxic is the best play. In case, just in case he decides to switch into Superior. Otherwise, Waterfall definitely, or even Switch would be a better play. But because of the Superior, I feel that I want to go for Toxic. So our opponent is he thinking or just lagging? I'm going to pause until he makes a move. Okay, so he's switching to Superior as I was expecting, and by the way, I didn't. I haven't said so far. My opponent's team is obviously the speed team, and of course he has Celebi and Mew to give some defensive balance there. I can switch into Chansey as he actually, I don't know, maybe. Oh, he has, damn it, he has obviously Heal Bell, so I'm just gonna set up my rocks. And I mean, what can you do to Entei, honestly? And does he have, basically, he has no switch-ins to my Entei either, so I consider it to be relatively safe switch-in, as he actually goes for SD, so that's good. I can just fire off in Sacred Fire, and it doesn't take out, but they get the burn, which is amazing. I mean, he has had a very I mean, he's been very unfortunate with the hacks, I guess, but Sacred Fire is supposed to burn, so I don't feel that sorry. I have two defensive guys in my team, I guess. Uh, I kind of want to, oh man, I kind of want like to go into Mandibus, mainly to sack it, because I don't really know how well I can take hits with Alamomola if I switch straight into it. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna sack my Mandibus and just try and do some damage with knockoff if possible. If it's not possible, then what can I do? Uh, yeah, I'm just going to try and knock off, but of course, what can you do? There's no way I could have outsped, so, or there was no chance to miss or anything. So I'm just going to go for Shock of a Wish or Toxic. I'm gonna want to go for Toxic, as yeah, I can just stall a little bit at this point. I think of a Protect, and what I can do, I want to do now is mainly try and get myself in a position where I can either Aqua Jet or E-Speed this low pony. And now I want to switch, of course, to get some health back with Regenerator. I really would like not to sack Glalie because it kills something when it switches in. I kind of would not like to sack Chansey either because it checks Superior. So is my only chance honestly just sacking my Alamomola. I really think it's my only chance, and of course I can always hope for a low roll. So let's do this, and I have three forms of priority in this team, which is the best one. I have I think Azumarill is definitely the best. I'm a bit afraid of him switching out right now, but I honestly don't think that I have any alternative plays to make. Of course, I could have gone for Belly Drum expecting the switch, but I really thought it was too risky. Anyway, now I have my switch into Chansey anyways, and he just goes for sub, so I can keep breaking it with my Seismic Toss all day. I don't want him to go for another sub, so I don't go for Stealth Rock. I keep hitting these Seismic Toss, and now Superior is in the range of a Ice Shard, which is good. So I might just as well let my Chansey go. I can switch into my Glalie and hit that Ice Shard. So even though I'm 3-6 behind, I definitely think that I might still be able to win this game. Of course, his low bunny having that possible fake out is still a problem, and of course Landorus T, but I have priority in with every guy of my team, so I think that just clicking Ice Shard is my best play here. As he misses a focus blast, oh he's so unfortunate. Oh man. The luck definitely has not been on his side, and yeah. Yeah, definitely hacks has helped him a lot here. So, which is, I think our enter is banded, so that's also good to know. I'm going to just keep ice sharding as he KOs us with a return. And now also what I could do is just switch into Azu. Then again I just sweep with extreme speed ente, yeah. So we win this, but definitely Axe was on our side. There's nothing he can do anymore. I don't think so. Unless it's like a cast up. Okay, yeah. It was unfortunate, but that's Pokemon, man. What can you do? Let's see another battle. Unfortunately, it usually takes. I mean, it's been taking a really long time to find these battles. For some reason, maybe people just don't play highest stats so much. But we'll see. Okay, so here is our second battle. Sorry, my throat is a bit dry once again. Uh, is he like, is it attack? What? Must be attack. I didn't know that Sable. Okay, it is actually. Yeah, now that I think of it. Attack team. With. I'm pretty sure the mana fee is a Telglow one, so we definitely have to uh, watch out for it. Watch out. Of course, we have Chansey that completely walls it. I think he has like 4 possible knock offers, which is nasty. For a Chansey, what do we want to lead off with? Mandibus? Or just Entei if he wants to lead off with. I want to expect the Sableye lead off with Entei, honestly. But he leads off with Landorus, and I think that honestly Mandibus is our best play because it doesn't care that much about being knocked off. It dodges Earthquake and all that. And now we can just we can go for knockoff if he wants to go for Sable. I think that we can always switch into like Entei. He goes into Conkeldurr, which is great. We can just get rid of that Assault Vest, and I think that I mean Almamola is definitely a switch, but I think what we can do is to switch into Almamola, get up a few wishes, or well, let's see how much damage the Conkeldurr does, and just proceed to wish. See train punches, and we can switch straight to our Azumarill. Of course, it's unfortunate if he would knock off at this point, but anyway, we can put some offensive threat to him, and he does go for train punch. So now we are in a good position. We can either play rough or even proceed to belly drum, but I don't find that very wise at this point, just because he has his Prankster Sableye and his Manaphy left, both that really can just shut down our sweep. So I think just going straight for play rough is the best thing we can do, but unfortunately we do miss, so uh, I think we have to. Yeah, I mean, I want to switch back to Mandibus. If he goes for knockoff, that would be unfortunate. He goes for Will-O-Wisp. I don't mind that too much because our only offensive move is knockoff anyways. We can taunt that thing actually. I think that's the best play. And okay, he goes into Conkeldurr. And we have no reason really to stay in, so I switch back to a Momola. This might be a bit longer game, honestly, but let's go for Wish. And of course, if you now predicts my switch strategy, really might want to go for knockoff straight away. Do I dare toxic that thing? I actually do, because I wall it anyways with my Momola. Even after his guts boost. So I can just keep wishing. Let's see how much Drain Punch does. It does 35, so that's not a problem. We honestly can even risk the crit and do some more damage with Waterfall. And if some of you is actually wondering why I have Waterfall over Scald, it is simply because, as you can see here, Alamola has much better attack than special attack. That's just it. He switches into Mew. What has he shown? Will-O-Wisp. I kinda would like to switch into Chansey, just to fire off that Toxic, and maybe set up the rocks. I actually do that anyways, as we get taunted, so that's that. We could, I mean, he has revealed the Will-O-Wisp, so switching it to Glalie wouldn't be that smart, honestly. Oh, we are live, Bob. I didn't even remember. Anyway. I think I want to switch back to Momola just in case he decides to go for knockoff. Yeah, he does. And now I'm expecting him to go for Will-O-Wisp, so I switch into my Entei. And yeah, okay, taunt, whatever. I can fire off an or a Sacred Fire. I don't think he's going to switch out. If he is, I would still have a HP Ice for that Landorus. So we have pretty bad special attack though. But we get a nice amount of damage and a burn, and knocks off our life orb, but from this range we should still be able to. Then again, I really would like to go straight for HP Ice, expecting, but then again he might go into Manaphy, so that's why I really don't want to. Yeah, he went into Manaphy as I thought. So Sacred Fire was definitely the better option, and I can switch into Chansey Walls Manaphy every day of the year, and we can just go for Toxic. And it would be really nice to get up rocks, but I really be it's Tail Glow plus Rain Dance. That's bad. That's bad. Or well, not the worst thing though in the world. And it's Life Orb, so yeah, this is. I mean, I would so much like to get up my rocks, but what can we sack? Alamomola checks Conkeldure. It checks. Well, I don't know if it checks Kyurem actually. I don't know if we have Kyurem check at all. Maybe Glalie is, or I mean it's check, but I mean counter, or switch in is what I'm talking about now. Sorry. Glalie is a check for these two, and yeah, well, I think we can just sack Chansey at this point and just switch into Entei, go for extreme speed. So Manaphy is not a threat anymore. Yep. We should be able to outspeed Kyurem after we Mega Evolve, so I actually would like to Mega Evolve as soon as possible, but it's very hard without getting burned. Definitely now I want to switch into my Mola. We will even be able to get a... Oh no, Yarns. I thought that we might have been able to get off a Rainbow Waterfall, but we didn't. So... Oh, that's unfortunate, definitely. That he gets back so much of his damage. Oh man. Yeah. Food. Please excuse me for a second. Wish. I mean, this is a bit stally, but it's efficient. Anyways. I can waterfall here. Definitely. Yeah, we get a crit. We get a crit. That mattered. That mattered so much. We get rid of Mew, which definitely wasn't that big of a threat, but what should we do to Sableye? That it's definitely a Mega Sableye. There's no doubt. That's a problem, honestly, because I mean we have Entei. What can it do to Entei? Maybe like foul play, but yeah, definitely. He can't Will-O-Wisp us. We can burn him with Sacred Fire. So let's see. We don't get it yet. He has Shadow Ball as his attacking move. He does not get the special defense drop, which is great, and we have a new chance to. Actually, okay, he goes into Conkeldure. How much do we? Oh, okay. That's enough, and we can just extreme speed. So the Entei really doing some work here, and checking that. Checking out Sableye. I really want to save it for that Sableye. And as I said, once we get up our Mega Evolution, we will check both Kyurem and Landorus. And we can even boom on a Sableye. But I really want to switch into my... what will he do? He will most likely go for Earth Power. So I switch into my Mandibuzz. I want to see if he is scarfed or not. We can actually go for knockoff anyway. He was scarfed, okay. That's good to know. And I want to go for Roost, just to see what he wants to do. He goes for recover. Okay, now I'm a bit tempted to go into my Glalie. And just explode. I don't know. But then again, it would be so nice to have them against these two. I think I have to switch into Entei and just hope for that burn. He will kill us with the next Shadow Ball, so we must get the burn now. I don't know if I could have played this better, but I'm pretty sure that after, if we don't get a burn. Can we? We must go into Glalie, honestly. Because when we do, we can even win. I mean, we might even win with Azumarill. Of course, it's not certain, but we do get a crit, and we do get rid of the Sableye. And now we will outspeed the Lando, which is great. And I will just switch into Mandibuzz to see what he wants to lock himself into. It's a Draco, and he misses it. Now I can knock him off. Unfortunate that he missed, but then again, I really don't think it mattered that much. We get rid of Landorus leftovers, and oh man, we can taunt and defog. Yeah, well, what we can do if it decides to. If it decides to go for rocks as it did, we can defog now. And how long does taunt affect? Can we switch into like? Should we switch into Momola and just toxic? I think that's a good play actually. Because yeah, sorry, throat is so dry. He goes into Kyurem. The thing is though that he might be able to. Okay, he went for Earth Power. So we get up a toxic. This okay, I admit this. This is very stally way to win, but it's a win anyway. So a minute, please. we apparently have lunch right now, but it can wait. Can I just sack Azu? Oh well, we can see. I don't need Azu for win. I don't think so. And we actually will leave for another EQ. So what we can do is either, I mean, Aqua Jet plus knockoff would be pretty great. Let's see. Yeah. I'm so tempted to go for a knockoff now. Yeah, he did it. He did it. He went for Kyurem. We got off our knockoff. He's no more choice. We outspeed him with our Glalie. Don't we? We do. That's great. We can just double edge plus explode on that. Just for fun on that Landover's. Glalie doing some work, which is great, of course. Okay, he wants just to get off that double edge, and but we have explosion, so even if double edge didn't kill from this range, which I'm pretty sure it does, we can just boom and win the game. So yeah, that's that. BG, I don't know what it means, but I had some lunch, so hopefully my throat isn't that throat anymore. Let's see. Anyway, about this battle, last battle, I'm pretty proud of it. That knockoff play with Azumarill was definitely the key to our victory. Anyway, I want to still play a couple of battles with our attack team, and I mean, I don't know. We have a Mega Scissor. This is a standard Scissor with Bullet Punch and Bug Bite. We have a AV Tyranitar. We have Scarflando. We have a special defensive Gyarados with some random EVs. I believe these are pretty random. I haven't got them. I don't think so. We have a Garchomp which is Tradigon because of Sucker Punch. I don't know. I mean, I could use Garchomp as well, but I just felt like I don't want to have two 4 times resist to ice, so I have a Tradigon instead. It's not that much worse than Garchomp, honestly. Like HP is the most significant difference when it comes to defenses, and of course speed is much lower. And we have a Tail Glow Manaphy, and we can also check the which Pokemon can be used in attack. There's at least Bishop, there's Breloom. There are a lot of Pokemon here. There's Conkeldurr, Dragonite, Excadrill, Garchomp. There's Gyarados, of course, which we are having. There's of course Jirachi and company. Kyurem Black. There's Landover's T. And oh no, sorry. I think Lopunny Speed. Scizor, Tyranitar, and there's Crawdaunt, There's Raptor, Drakion. Yellow bunny speed, as you can see here. Metagross. And in UU there are Arcanine, Azel, Donphan, Germanidon, Feraligatr, well, yeah, Haxorus, all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, a lot more than in HP, so it's much easier to make teams with attack. But let's have a few battles if we just can find any. I'll be back when we find one. Okay, so here we have our next match, and I believe it is special attack. Yeah, of course, Heatran is special attack. That's certain of. And what do we want to lead off with? Lando looks very nice, but only thing is that we don't really have. I mean, we have Gyarados for the Keldeo, so I think we can lead up with Lando. And yeah, he leads up with Heatran, and it is not a balloon one, so we can just EQ first turn. I mean, of course, we could have maybe predicted something. Okay, sorry, on Facebook. Oh, that was a bit passive play, perhaps. I'm expecting an ice type move. I think Tyranitar checks. I mean, even counters the Zapdos. And I really would like to go for Pursuit because we can always switch into Gyarados on the Keldeo, which I believe is coming in. Also, I believe that Venusaur is a possibility, but I'm going to Pursuit anyways. As it switches out, and in comes Jirachi. Okay, I actually want to switch into Dradigan just to get that residual damage on him as he protects. Okay, we can set up the rocks now. We could also EQ as he protects again, so that's fine. And now I think that we can go for EQ as he tries to flinch us and does it and do that. Yeah, unfortunately he does. I think we could go into Lando. We don't need to take any risks, and he wishes. Yeah, the project is honestly a bit nasty, but I think knockoff is very nice mid play. And actually, can we pull through? Yeah, I mean, can we just get a KO like this? I guess is that what I was going to say. Anyway, we do get rid of the knockoff, and he cannot get that wish from Jirachi, which is great. And we have Gyarados that checks Keldeo. We can T-wave it, and okay, he goes for sub. I'm not sure if we actually can break the sub with a waterfall, so I think that detail is better. And of course we missed the first one. But I'm still not that worried because all we have to do is just hit a couple of dragon tail. Okay, it doesn't go from one dragon tail. That's bad. I'm going to waterfall. I'm pretty sure it will break. Is it like max HP, max defense or something? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just underestimating that thing. I can always just taunt. Why didn't I do that earlier? I'm so stupid. Okay, I really don't know why I didn't do that earlier. But I'm going to waterfall a couple times. I know that Dragon Gel will break this up anyways. And he does get the burn. Will we? Please. He's still taunted. Okay, that's great. What's my best play? I mean, what can we do? What can Manafi do? Can't do anything. I mean, I should have taunted earlier. I really think, yeah, I mean, I have to sack your riders, of course, like you. And I think I just must to go to my Lando and try and do so much damage that basically hope to get a crit so that he can't so that he cannot get off his sub. And actually we do. We don't even need a crit, so that's great. We actually have some hope here. And of course he gets that. Oh, tiny bit of damage. I mean health with that. I really think that Manafi is our best friend. I mean, yeah. Okay, we do take out the Keldeo from the range. If he is not, I mean, if he's like not Scarf Jirage or Scarf Heatran, I think we will be able to outspeed everything in his team. With Manafi, so I actually kind of would like to save it. We have Scizor, which actually, as long as the Venusaur doesn't have HP Fire, does check it. I mean, Scizor checks the Venusaur. I'm going to Mega Evolve and go for SD. Of course, with Scizor we do win this game after the Heatran is gone. And actually, whenever we get to fire off an Earthquake with our Dradigon, we are really good. He does go for Leech-Seed, which I did expect, and he might still be HP Fire, but I mean, yeah, of course he isn't anymore because he would have gone for it, definitely. I feel that I'm honestly expecting a switch. I don't think we really have a switch in to Heatran, so I think I must switch into Dradigan. But he does not do that do that play. Instead, he goes for Synthesis. I think we are fine either way. Um, I can Dragon Tail. Oh man, that was bad. Uh, and he will KO us anyway. So okay, he even protects. So does that. I still feel that I can win with Scizor plus Mana Fee, and I think I could go into Scizor. Uh, I want to roost. Yes, fire punch. Okay. Okay. I play. Maybe I just haven't played enough against Jirachis. I probably should have known that they carry fire punch, but I'm just not that familiar with Jirachis. Why did I go for Fire Blast anyways? I don't know, but I lost this game. Was pretty poor games anyway. Poor game anyways from me. He even gets that crit. Uh, okay. Like our only chance now is that he protects and something. Yeah, without that sand, we might have been able to get some sort of sweep here, but that was bad game. I'm sorry for that. But we are gonna get that other game as well, and I have no idea how long this episode is going to be, but great if you've been along all this episode. Okay, so here we have another match, and we're having speed against us, and Vandero's looking a very nice lead again. Very nice lead indeed. What we can do is just either. I mean, I think U-turn is the best play. What what is our best sponge for Will-O-Wisp? Is it honestly Manaphy? I'm afraid it is. Uh, let's see. Yeah, but can we actually just go for Tail Glow and do as much damage as we can? I mean, I don't see why not. Uh, I think Scald is better play perhaps. Because for Rock, so I really think that now is our opportunity to go for Tail Glow. Ah, he got the Jolteon. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's no point in saying, I Tyranitar. I think that's the best play I can do. I think his Mew has also a defog, so if you get up our rocks, he probably has to go for defog at some point. What is his switch in? I don't see him having one. I go for crunch. It is Jirachi, so yeah, we get a nice amount of damage on Jirachi. Amazing, and we actually what we can do is just switch into Tradigan, so that the Jirachi will KO himself. Of course, it does a lot of damage. Oh, uh, so let's see if he basically if he brings in Mew. Okay, it doesn't. So, uh, do we want him to just do a lot of damage to himself, or do we actually want to save Dradigan? Because we have Scizor that can definitely take some hits, like Ice Shard, for example, and we can just Mega Evolve and I guess Roost is the best play because um, I'm pretty sure that Talonflame is going to come in, or Pidgeot, uh, both that I can switch Gyarados into. I'm gonna go for Roost as it goes into Pidgeot, and of course I can actually switch, even switch into my Tyranitar and just let's see how much he does. Nothing at all. So basically nothing is going to die for Stone Edge, honestly. A nice thing about Pidgeot is that Stone Edge will always hit it, thanks to the No Guard. But he's pretty much just going to have to sack something. And it is Weavile. Hopefully we hit. We don't! That. Let's see if that actually costs us the game. Well, we have Scizor to switch into, so that's not that bad of a thing, honestly, but very unfortunate. And yeah, I'm gonna Roost again. In comes Mew. That's great. We can. Oh, I would so much want to switch. I mean, not switch. Go for Bug Bite. But the Will-O-Wisp is something that I'm very scared of. What I can also do actually is to go into Druddigon and set up the rocks. That's actually what I can do. And he's switching to Jolteon, so that's actually yeah, I can't I can't get the rocks up, but I'm not at all that sure anymore that I can actually take hits from Jolteon. But I what else can I do honestly? I think it's for what I need kids. That's bad. Yeah, that stone miss that mattered so much, honestly. But we can go into Landorus and actually get the same effect now. With that Stone Edge, we will get the kill anyways, so it wasn't that bad as I thought, because we have Stone Edge and Lando T as well. So he sacks the Mew. This time we hit, and all we need is a second hit. And do I want to take risk? I mean, then again he might heal up, so I do. I really do. And we do get, unfortunately we get the crit now. But he brings in Jolteon. What I can do is just sack the Druddigon. I can't get up my rocks anymore. I don't think so. Oh man, but the Druddigon would be so nice against Talonflame. Then again, Gyarados checks Talonflame or switches into Talonflame. Although Lando does that too. I'm feeling that the Jolteon is actually choiced. Maybe Scarfed or Specs. It actually most likely is Specs because the Volt Switch KO'd me. So, oh man, I'm very much thinking whether he is actually going to go for Volt Switch, expecting my switch. I think I have to sack Druddigon, even though it would be so nice to have that damage. And he goes for HPI, so that's good. And what I can do is just going to Manaphy and fire off a Scald. That's what I'm going to do, and he switches into Pidgeot, as I thought. We do not get the burn, unfortunately, but I don't really know if we can leave a hit, but I don't think if... I mean, I'm not sure if we even have to. The Jolteon is the problem now, though. Uh, hmm. I think I'm going to just go for another Scald, because why not? We have no reason not to. We can even get the burn as we do, which is great, not because of that attack drop, because that makes no difference, but more just because of that damage, that extra damage. And he goes for Hurricane. So now from here we actually can go to Scissor and just we could go for Bullet Punch, but actually the Talonflame switch is something that I'm very much expecting, which would mean that Lando, he might also go for Jolteon. I mean, I don't think that sorry, uh, Jolteon. If that Jolteon is carved, I really don't see. I mean, he might just as well switch into Jolteon now, but I'm going to switch into Gyarados in case he switches into Talonflame. Because if he's carved Jolteon, I don't think. Oh man, if he's okay, if he's carved, we can always switch into Lando. So I mean, he doesn't even switch out. Why doesn't he do that? He's a man. Whatever. Uh, why didn't he switch out? He just doesn't feel he needs to do that, or what's that? I don't know. That's bad. Anyway, I'm just gonna move on. Oh man. Maybe he just felt that actually uh, gaining that switch initiative from sacking Pidgeot was better for him. I'm pretty sure that's the thought process of his. I'm going to try and T-wave the Weavile. Anyway, no, Scissor is definitely the play of choice, and depending on whether he's Scuffle specs, we can win by hitting Stone Edges, definitely, and his best play right now is just clicking Will-O-Wisp, honestly. And if he goes for if he's like Will-O-Wisp SD, he wins. Um, I feel that SD is my best play. He goes for SD as well, so I think I have to go for Bullet Punch. A Brave Birds, and we get -1 attack on him. Now the play of the day would be going for EQ, expecting the roost. But I'm going to Stone Edge anyways, and actually he KOs, so now there's that. This team really didn't work out that well as the other one, unfortunately. As I said, I think I said the other teams I'm going to play in separate episodes, 2 teams per episode. So basically this is all for today. The HP team worked very nicely, I'm glad for that. The attack team not so well, but whatever. Uh, this is all for today. Please, if you like this, comment, like, subscribe. Uh, until the next time, Stibe signing out. Bye.